I got a little bit of a test. If you're curious about whether or not you hold a bias or prejudice or even a difference in view of singles compared to people who are married or at least in a committed relationship, I got a little test you can perform on yourself. I want you to imagine you had two coworkers, and one of them needs to rush home for some kind of a family issue, right? Their wife is ill with COVID-19, or maybe they're working on a house together and they need to go home to meet the electrician or whoever. It's a family issue, right? Their kids are sick out of school or something like that. Okay, you got one coworker who rushes home at 5 p.m. on time to take care of that. You got another coworker who at 5 o'clock says, hey, I'm going to go to the bowling alley to go look for my future spouse. And do you treat those two coworkers' demands equally, right? They want to leave on time. Do you look at them equally and give them the same treatment? Do you say goodbye to both of them in the same way? Okay. Now I want you to imagine 4 people going out on a double date. Okay, now I want you to imagine 3 people going out, but one of them is a solo-sexual or happily single person. Now, do those two things rhyme in your mind? And if they don't, why not? And my real life example, I was flying from, let's see, it was, I think, Tokyo to Los Angeles one time. And I wanted to sit on the right side of the airplane to view the direction of the equator. I wanted to view Jupiter and Saturn. They were getting close together back in 2019. So I had booked the seat and I had made my seat preference selection. I booked it online. And when I got to the airport and they printed out the boarding pass, the seat had been changed. And I asked what happened, and the guy at the ticket counter looked into his computer and he said that, well, he had these 2 or 3 family members who wanted to sit together. So I get on the plane and I talk to the people who are sitting opposite of our row and asked if we can switch seats, and these people were very nice. The problem is that the whole row had to switch, right, because those people were flying together. And as I made the switch, the flight attendant got very upset and screamed at me. And I'm thinking to myself, I didn't protest it at the time, I'm thinking to myself, you know, you got a couple, or maybe it was a couple and a kid, and you accommodated those people, and not only did you not accommodate me for my preference, I had to speak up for myself, and now you're going to scream at me. And in my mind, me wanting to view Jupiter and Saturn should be equivalent of a couple wanting to sit together, right? Okay, so in these 3 scenarios, do you view the 2 sides differently? And if you do, why? Anyways, that was a test for you. Thanks for watching.